You're like a star, among millions unique. Though you feel alone, dancing in the darkness, others will see you and feel hope. Hope in the distance, hope in the darkness. Welcome to Gays and Goblins, an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast.
Hello, and thank you for joining us here at Gays and Goblins. This is Act 1, Episode 4 of our story. I'm Riley, your DM for the evening, and joining me tonight...
My name is Dean. I go by they, them pronouns. I will be playing Corvus, and she uses she, her pronouns.
My name is Leah. I go by she, her, or they, them pronouns, and I will be playing Doran, and he uses he, him, or they, them pronouns.
My name is Caleb, and I will be playing Leek, and we both use he, him pronouns.
I'm Ash. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm playing Rune, who uses she, her, or they, them.
I'm Blake. I will be playing Kriv. I don't care what my pronouns are. Kriv is a big old boy dragon, so he, see him.
In which case, last we left off, the party was at Corvus's house and had just woken up.
After Rune tried to thieve, but we're not going to talk about that.
A little bit of thieving.
And after Rune broke into the bathroom while Doran was Doran's still traumatized.
Just dig out.
That's
While trying to thieve, yes.
That's not something Doran's going to get over, guys.
Uh-oh.
But so anyways, Corvus normally wakes up fairly early, so she's probably, like, the first one up, unless anyone else wake up early, like their character.
Yeah. I'm actually not sure Doran slept.
Oh, yeah, because you're an elf, right?
Half-elf.
Half-elf. Do they also just need to meditate? Like,
No, but, like, I'm not sure he slept.
or, like, he just stayed up all night?
Insomnia.
Mood. I've been going to bed at like 3 a.m. recently. Anyways, Corvus is probably the first one up. What she is going to do is she's going to try and make breakfast for everybody. She cannot cook very well.
Is it muffins?
Leek also gets up very early because he's a bird.
No, it's not muffins. She makes everyone eggs and bacon. None of it's undercooked. The bacon is a little bit too crispy.
There's
and
no
the
such
eggs
thing
are
as
dry.
too crispy.
No, like, pick it up, you bite into it, it crumbles into pieces. Crispy.
Oh.
Is everybody else awake yet?
To the smell of food instantly.
Leek is snacking on the bacon as it comes out of the fryer.
Corvus smacks his hand away and says, "Honey, darling, you need to save bacon for other people. I only have so much goddamn bacon."
At which point, Kriv is walking up behind the very, in stature, smaller Lee, and
Hands off of my bacon, Bob.
I can't eat eggs.
Honey, I think I have some frozen waffles in the freezer if you want them.
Do they have eggs in them?
No. They're vegan. They used to belong to someone else, but he doesn't live here anymore. They haven't been in the fridge too long.
Okay, that's fine.
I can't eat eggs. I'm sorry. I did not think about that at all.
You can totally eat eggs. It's just weird.
Chickens eat eggs.
Yeah.
That's awful.
What's your
It's the chicken's first food. It's not good,
Imagine
but it's
if
not
you
bad.
were a bird and sentient.
Yeah, so Doran stumbles down the stairs, grabs 4 slices of bacon, shoves them all into his mouth, circles the room to make sure he's as far away from Rune as possible, and, like, slumps down and, like, I'm assuming near the table, like, in a chair at the table, I'm just like,
I'm gonna walk in, still like half asleep, grabbing like a cat, and with my other hand, I'm just gonna grab some food and shove it into my mouth.
So, is everybody ready to go? Because we need to go find Wuther, and then we can figure out what we're doing with our lives. Because I don't want to stay with you guys forever.
Sure, yeah, I'm ready.
Kriv is going to sit down the skillet that used to have the eggs that nobody apparently touched in it and brush some chunks of egg off of his cheeks as well as shoulders because it appears he poured the whole thing into his mouth and he says,
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Corvus looks at Kriv and says, "Honey, darling, did you think I may have, wanted some of the food I could... Y'all are all fucking heathens. I take y'all into my house. One of y'all tries to steal from me." She makes eyes at Rune.
Makes eyes.
Rune just kind of shrinks back a little.
She's like...
She stares at Rune and goes back to, addressing the group. "I'll put y'all up for the night. y'all try and steal from me. I'm nice enough to make breakfast for y'all, especially for this one over here who won't eat eggs. And the next thing you want to do, little lizard man, you want to eat my fucking eggs. All the bacon's gone. He's eating all the frozen waffles. Y'all are fucking heathens.
We're hungry.
To be fair, the waffles aren't even cooked.
Then why did you eat them?
So basically, we're just trying to
It's a
alienate
character
Corvus
trait. I literally
by
cannot
stealing
eat
things.
politely. It's part of my character.
So we're going to find Wuther, right? Can I bring this cat with me? I think he likes me.
No, honey, my cats are indoor cats.
But he's gonna be lonely if we leave him here.
That's why he has his sister.
But who's gonna feed him?
I have a spell for that.
But please let me take the kitty.
Honey, do you know how many monsters out there would snack on my cat faster than you can say, oh no, where's the cat?
I can protect him.
No, honey.
Let's please not take any cats.
You don't like cats?
They don't like me.
Leave the cat here. It belongs to Corvus.
But Corvus is coming with us, so we should take the cat.
Leave.
I thought you
Dang.
learned your lesson on stealing yesterday.
It's not stealing if Corvus knows I'm doing it.
Criv is going to lean in at this point and say,
If waffles stay, then kitties stay.
and just kind of pick the cat out of Rune's arm and set him gently on the ground.
And Corvus starts shuffling everyone out of her house because she wants everyone out of her house. There's eggs all over the floor. The bacon is gone. She's hungry, and people are
Like-
trying to steal her cats now. She wants.
Is going to grab his stuff on the way out.
I'm assuming everyone has
Yeah.
their stuff.
She's not gonna shove everyone out and be like, okay, we're leaving all of our stuff at my house. But she is shuffling
Okay.
everyone out the door, and
Interesting.
she turns and locks it after double checking that her cats are in the house. And she just like starts walking like down the street. Like she doesn't know where she's going or what direction she needs to go, but she's just off. She wants to get everyone away from her house before it burns down.
They're gonna be so lonely, Rune says, looking back at the house and the kitties in the windows.
Alright, so do you guys have a plan of action for looking for Wuther?
I would assume we're heading back towards the
So-
1 mile radius of where.
I flew over the city and saw a street that looked like it might be where we're headed. And I just remembered we're also supposed to be looking near the cliff because that's the red. First of all, the world. He said the world ended, which sounds like a cliff, and he also said there was red mist, which sounds like the river. So we should be looking near the cliff. And what did the priest say about, or what did you guys find out about the Spindle-Whites again?
What did we find out about the Spindle-Whites?
They have a telepathic range of about 1 mile, and they might have a stronger connection with the mother spider, but that's hard to prove. Not a lot's known about them. They eat dreams. Some people experience shared dreams after being in areas with high Spindle-White concentrations.
So, Criv is going to communicate what they learned to the best of his memory and language abilities that has to be close by to the Spindle-White, the other Spindle-White. They're close by if they can see each other, and sharing dreams. Something about that.
Okay, so I remember where Waffle's house is. Do you want me to see if there's anywhere that could be... Well, let's go to Waffle's house first, and then we can, from there, I can see if there's anywhere that's about a mile away, or within a mile that is on the cliff.
Okay. Remember to look for yellow curtains.
I'm not gonna be able to see the yellow curtains from up there. They're probably inside.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
How quick do y'all want to travel? Fast?
We don't really...
We're not really very far.
We don't want to run
No,
into...
you're
Like, we don't want to...
3 miles away.
And we don't need any other possible encounters.
We don't
We're
need-
gonna get sidetracked.
No, I just want to know whether it takes you an hour, 2 hours, how fast
We don't
you're
need-
traveling.
So we're not that
Doran
slow.
running into hot
No,
people.
it's 3 miles. If you're walking slow, it takes you like an hour to get there. Because I think 3 miles an hour is the standard walking speed
Yep,
for
that is
people.
the average person.
In which case, it takes you about an hour to get there. It looks basically like you left it. What would y'all like to do?
Link is going to fly up and see if there's anywhere that is within a mile, because he didn't know before the distance. So for anywhere that's within about a mile that's on the cliff.
And I would like to approach... We're at Waffle's house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd like to approach the house and roll to see perception to see if there's any, like, activity from within the house. Like, is there was a dude on the bed unconscious last we were here. So I would like to know if there's more noises or like any signs that anything's been changed or like activity around the house since we've been here.
Okay.
Okay, it's 18 with no modifiers.
Seems really quiet. The door you can see is still broken
there.
open and charred from where you guys messed with it last time. It looks pretty much exactly like you left it. It's real quiet in there.
Crib would like to go upstairs and look for waffles.
Oh.
All right. He's up there.
Cool! I would like to roll for animal handling.
I don't think you have to roll since he likes you.
Yeah,
He
your
likes
buddies.
me, but I want him to like me even more.
I want to be Waffle's best friend.
But what if you roll and then you
I
fail
also,
and
like, I
Waffle
noticed-
beats you?
This
None
is
of
true.
y'all
What if it's a
checked or
crit
tried
fail?
to rouse the elf. Like, he's still there. He's like, is he alive? That's fine.
I would like to. Corvus, knowing that Waffles is in there, does not go back into the house. She does not do. I clarified this in episode 1. She does not do spiders. She hated the fact that she found Waffles.
Does Doran know there's a sleeping elf in there?
Don't tell
you might
Doran
not.
doesn't.
What is Doran gonna do?
Try and arouse the elf!
Try to arouse the elf.
Are we talking about arouse us and wake up, or
Try and wake up the sleeping elf guy.
I think
is what-
Leah said rouse, not arouse.
Yeah, I said rouse.
no?
Like, wake
No,
up.
you definitely said
no, I think I said rouse. Okay,
I
regardless.
was quoting Riley. Thank you.
Rune is
does,
also gonna go in.
does Doran know there's a sleeping elf upstairs?
Unless someone told you, probably not.
You never went upstairs because we mentioned the spider, and you were like, "Giant spider? Hell no!"
Dang it, because the Doran's
metagaming.
not going to go inside.
Well, then Rune might actually mention, not to like metagame, but
That's
like, I'm gonna see if
metagaming.
the elf guy is still here because that was weird.
So, given that Rune mentioned that Doran is like going to go inside, but he's going to follow Rune at a distance.
Question.
Like, as much distance as possible between him and Rune.
8.5 inches.
What was...
Leah is flipping off Dean with both of her hands.
Someone please high five me. Thank you.
Okay, Caleb, what was your question?
Did we establish hotness of the elf?
Ooh, roll for attractiveness.
He's a 3.
Oh.
Nice.
So you wish there were more spider webs? Just rolled a blanket over his face. That's better for everyone.
Honestly, though.
Okay, so Kriv and Rune are in the room. Did Doran join
came
them?
up, but like later and like skirted around Rune and like went over to the bed and just like pokes at the elf. Just
Did
like,
Doran see the spider?
does he see the spider?
He's
We're gonna
chilling
say
in the
no,
room.
because Doran's perception is crap.
Just gonna intentionally
His
ignore him.
passive perception is so bad.
I'm too busy looking at the 3 on the bed instead of the
No, too busy trying to
dog-sized
avoid
spider.
that person.
Okay, you said
Rude.
dog size. What kind of a dog are we talking about? Because
Like a
there's
lab.
like Chihuahuas, and then there's
It's a
like
lab.
Panther?
Lab.
Yeah, like
Great
medium-sized dog.
Danes.
Doran is focusing on ignoring Rune and like avoiding Rune.
Yeah.
Because there's been pokes at the elf.
Poking the elf doesn't seem to rouse him.
Or arouse him.
Does it though?
Alright, we're gonna go for shocking grasp.
Oh.
Can I recommend you make a medicine check first? Maybe see what's wrong with him, as opposed to just murdering the 0-level NPC.
We're such a great party.
Find an unconscious man. Well,
Is he attractive?
Electrocute him.
No, you don't murder him first. First, you see how hot he is, and if he's not attractive,
If he's
then
not
you can
above a
murder
5, you.
him. Not
Okay.
worth it.
Shocking grasp is depressingly more powerful than I realized, so how does one make a medicine
Medicine is a wisdom check.
check?
Link is gonna keep flying around. Like he already saw the shore, but
That
he's
is not going to go well.
Crib is going to converse with Waffles and ask him if he's been okay, and also ask him if he's seen anything different from Wuther's window.
I got
And it was a 13.
13,
Okay.
which is not bad.
A medicine roll reveals that he is under an unnatural sleep. It looks a lot like he's been poisoned, but, you know, hard to tell particulars. It's just You've seen something that looked kind of like this that was poison.
Can I see if
I am not my
healing
character.
word or cure wounds would help this guy in the bed? Not by casting it, but by a medicine check.
You can. I'm going to answer the questions that Kriv asked first.
Which were, has Waffles been okay? And has Waffles seen anything different from Wuther's window?
Oh yes, Waffle has been fine.
I'm so happy! I love Waffles.
Man has not come back, so Waffle's pretty good right now. Waffle's a little concerned when Man comes back, but not yet. Wuther's window, same. Was nighttime, now daytime.
Kriv is just like, I've only had Waffles for a day and a half, but if anything happened to him, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Yeah.
Ash, you were gonna make a medicine roll.
Yes. 17.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
You were trying to see if healing touch?
If, like, a healing spell, like cure wounds
Yeah.
or something, would it work?
Probably not. It's pretty good in his system. You think that like, if you just wait it out, it would eventually fix itself, but it would take some time.
How much time?
About 5 days to a week.
Okay.
What would y'all like to do?
Kriv would like to go downstairs and talk to Corvus, and I'm not sure how great of an understanding Kriv has of, what was it? The magic whisper or magic message? Kriv has no idea what that is or much about magic, but walks up and says something along the lines of,
Hey, can you do that whispery thing to me and see if he's found Wuther's house?
He might be too far away if he's a mile out.
Yeah. I have 124
he's in open
range.
air. And he's within a mile.
120 feet.
Oh.
No, honey darling, I'm sorry. I could send a message back to the people upstairs, but that's about it. And I'm not talking about God, honey, again. God's 120 feet from me.
You can talk to God?
Maybe?
You're not there.
There, you're in the house upstairs.
I don't know what other windows are.
talk to God.
How good is her hearing?
You can talk to God?
How good is her hearing?
Probably not that
Good.
Kriv is going to kind of scratch his head with a clawed finger and take a bit of a step back and kind of make a stance and just yell into the sky as loud as he possibly can, just roarly into the air. Do I roll for volume? We'll see how successful that was. I'm gonna roll dice, it's fun.
As soon as he starts yelling, Corvus just drops to the ground and is covering her ears because she was standing right next to him, and with no warning, he starts fucking bellowing, and so she just instantly fetal position.
Stop, drop, and roll. Away from scary dragon man.
Wait, hang on. Where's Kriv?
Outside.
How did Kriv get outside?
I went
He went
outside.
outside. The way normal people do.
Yeah.
Oh, well then Rune's also gonna go outside. No need to stay here with the 3 unconscious elephants.
And the dog-sized spider.
And Doran, right? Doran is still up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so Kriv just left you two alone.
Bye.
Alright. I'm trying to figure out how to decide if Leek heard you.
Have him roll a perception check?
Yeah.
I'm like all the way over the river.
You might be able to hear someone shout from a mile. Human voice carries pretty well.
Yeah, human voice.
And the
carries
dragon
well,
voice may
and
be even
a
better.
7-2 dragon who's
But it's
yelling into the
super
sky.
low.
Yeah, I was
Poor
gonna
friend
say,
His
Waffle.
voice is really low, which wouldn't carry.
Roll perception and I'll just
Haven't we
make it hard.
established that low voices don't carry?
I personally can.
Like you can feel them through walls, but they don't
Well,
carry for distance.
I
You
personally,
feel a vibration
I know.
in the air. It's Kriv.
Like what the fuck?
I know I'm the loudest person here, but I personally can be heard, not yelling as loud as I can, but from one end of a football field to another. I can be heard and understood.
Well, damn.
I believe it.
Caleb, if you could roll a perception roll for Leek, and then I'll just make it really hard.
My
9.
Yeah, no,
You
that
don't do
didn't.
that.
That didn't work.
No.
Okay, Lee is still flying around over the river, because
Like a
he's
free
just
bird.
enjoying to actually fly.
Alright, your shouting did not work.
Kriv is gonna kind of throw a little bit of a temper tantrum and just be kind of upset that Lee is not around and can't hear him yelling into the sky. He's also gonna look down at Corvus and say, because Corvus is still, I'm assuming, fetal position, hands over her ears, and just say,
Sorry about that.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, Lee may not have heard that, but I definitely don't need to roll perception to see if I heard that or not.
I hope so.
Caleb, you had rolled something for Lee to be able to find, yeah? Or no? Were you just flying to fly?
I was looking for the section of
River.
cliff
Yeah.
that
I
is
think we established that there
not
was a lot.
within the range.
Yeah, not all of the cliff within a mile radius, approximately, is necessarily cliff because it does dwindle down to meet the land where the docks are.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Specifically cliff, like drops off.
There's a good
The
section
land
of
drops
that, yeah.
off. Okay. He wants to like really just fly, but he also like does want to get this over with. So can he like fly and also keep an eye out for the things that Waffle mentioned that Wuther could see?
So how many houses are on the cliff?
20 or so? 30, depending
Okay.
on how far back from the cliff you want to go.
If there's that few, then he's just gonna fly.
Fair.
Yeah, he's gonna stay over there and fly.
Great.
Indefinitely.
Party cohesion. Woo!
Well,
They can literally fly for days.
Rune is gonna say, well, since Lee isn't here, maybe it would make sense if we go walk along the river, since I guess Wuther has to be there, right? Somewhere?
Okay, I'm down.
Corvus finally stands back up and like moves away from Kriv because she doesn't like loud noises anyways, and so then just having a 7'2" man scream right beside her was not fun.
He did apologize, but that does not make your hearing come back.
Kriv is still baby, though.
Very
It was
loud, baby.
big baby.
Yes.
But I'm down to go walk in honey bunches. But if we find this spider, I'm keeping my fucking distance, and I may throw my shoe at it.
Why would you do that? It's just a spider. It's Waffle's friend.
I would throw my shoe at Waffles if he was out here, right? No spider, it's big or small, needs to be within 10 fucking feet of me.
Oh, don't get so close then.
Yeah.
If it gets close to me, if I stay in my own space and it comes at me, that thing is entering my space, and I have a right to be in my own space.
Okay, why don't we just go? Okay, let's just go.
Griff will talk to Spider when we get there.
Doran's not outside yet?
No.
Canonically? Okay. Doran, at this point, emerges from the house with the most harrowed look on his face, and he goes over to Corvus, and he just kind of, like, puts his hat on her shoulder, and he's like, Corvus, I just got cornered by a spider for the past 15 minutes.
Oh, no.
It was huge, Corvus. I was so scared.
Corvus
It
hugs
was
him.
bigger than a dog. And it looked at me with these dark, bloodthirsty eyes. And I thought I was going to die.
Corvus hugs him and is like trying to comfort him to the best of her ability.
And Criff is going to interject with a,
That is Waffles. Waffles is friend.
Why did you go up there if you knew that there was a spider there?
Because there was an elf person, and I wanted to see if I could wake him up.
That's valid, I guess. Well, we're about to head to the river. Do you want to come with us?
Anywhere that is away from that spider is good with me.
Okay, let's go then.
Alrighty, heading in the general direction that you suspect Wuther is in, given that you know that it is both on the cliff and by the river, you travel along one of the larger roads that nearly parallels the river. If you could all roll me a investigation.
I got a nat 3 minus 1.
I got a nat 20 plus 5.
What the fuck?
Nice.
I'm a wizard. Wizards are intelligent.
intelligence. You said,
Yeah.
Corvus sees God.
Oh my god.
I
Corvus-
know everything.
so I got a 17 minus 1, which is a 16.
Okay.
Corvus is inside God's brain.
Ash, what was your score?
2.
Okay.
No.
Rune is not smart.
What did
That's
Corvus
okay.
get? 20?
Nat
25.
20 plus 5.
Ooh. Yeah, you did see God.
Someone could kill me by accidentally, like, tripping
I got a
me.
7.
Most of y'all are just not on your game. But good news is that walking along the river,
I'm not walking along the river, I'm still flying.
everyone except then
I love that
walking
part.
along the river, you're flying overhead, just ignoring the party, presumably checking in on them every now and then from
I
above.
see them. I
Do
haven't
you?
talked
Your
to them.
investigation was pretty low.
No, like, that wouldn't be an investigation, that would be perception.
It would
Do you
be.
want me to roll for perception to see if I see my party walking
No, I
along
figured
the
that
river?
you're kind of keeping track of them with your falcon eyes. But yeah, walking along the road, most people, they look like they're looking, but they're not necessarily seeing anything. You Corvus, in a blinding flash of the corner of your eye, see a glimpse of yellow. A movement. Was it curtain? It was. It's through a window. It's between cracks in buildings. It's all the way over there. You lead the party there. You knew it. You saw it. It's a small house.
Did Kriv not notice anything with the 16?
Is that the little tiny
You actually
one?
did see it as well, but not quite as
Probably just a
fully.
flicker of movement, and we've already established that Kriv cannot differentiate yellow from other colors, so it was just movement in the corner of Kriv's eye, and he just went, meh.
Corvus had like a full-on vision.
You're like, I know it.
Is it the little tiny house that is on the cliff, like on the cliff?
No, it's a couple feet off the cliff, not like feet, it's a couple meters, I guess, off the cliff. The ground around it is fairly rocky. Most people don't build this close to the edge because it is somewhat unstable. These people, however, have put their house here. It's small, but very cute in a quaint kind of way. All of the windows have curtains. The one that caught your eye is open on the first floor. It's a 2-story house. You have led your party to the front door.
Doran just climbs in the window.
Also, I'm assuming that,
Oh yeah, because no
Corvus
one...
informed the party and we went together instead of just
Riley.
Corvus like stops midway through the street and the entire party's like, wait, what? And just bolts off to who knows where because
Well, Corvus... Well, no, you're not Corvus. You're not like Corvus.
It does.
Riley did say that
notice.
Corvus led the party there, so
Okay.
I would assume, yes, that even if Corvus did just full-on start sprinting towards the house, it meant that you guys followed me.
Okay, if I noticed that they are headed towards a house, I'm going to fly down to be with them. So I'm now with
Doran is just climbed in the window.
Okay, yep, alright.
You know there's a spider in there, right, Doran?
Doran climbs back out the window with a terrified look on
Like,
his
this is a great idea. Nope,
Why
I'm
would
doing
you do
it.
that?
I'm out.
Do you even know why we're here?
Doran would now like to walk up to Rune and just deck her in the face.
I feel like
I thought we
Doran
established
would
that we
eat
aren't supposed to
dice.
attack our other party members.
Not
You
fatally.
can as a character choice?
Because remember, I
Doran
tried to
has
slap...
been waiting to punch Rune since last night.
I feel like that's a valid thing to say, though. Like, we're here to see a spider, and Doran hates spiders.
Yeah, none of us told
It's
Doran all
less
the way.
of
Wait, did
just
Doran?
the
what
final
Rune
straw.
said. It's more of the fact that like Doran finally has a reason to punch her that like is mildly acceptable.
That's
I'm
not.
gonna let you do it.
Okay, but if Doran punches
Roll to attack.
Rune is gonna punch back.
Roll to attack as well.
That would be metagaming.
What would I?
Well, I mean, if you gonna get punched, you gonna get punched back.
Oh,
Is it a strength check?
Yes, it's a... Well, no, first you roll a 20 to see if you hit, which is just like... You have to beat their armor class.
19.
That's gonna hit, I'm
Yep,
nearly
that
certain.
hits.
Roll a d4 for damage.
Damage is a 2.
Already?
Okay, so...
You get solidly clocked in the face.
Alright, I'm gonna punch back.
Alrighty, roll a 20 to see if you hit.
10. What's your armor class?
My armor class is a 12.
Which
Yeah,
is
so-
8 does not cut. I don't...
It was a 10, but yeah,
You got a
it
10.
doesn't hit. But also, Rune is deeply hurt by this. Like, why did you do that?
But also
Why?
tried to punch back, so can't complain.
Rune is gonna try to punch back again. Can I do that?
You'd have to wait the equivalent of a round, so you would get an action between then, but yeah. Everyone else would as well.
Griff is going to whip over to Doran and say,
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was just pointing out the obvious. You're scared of spiders. Why would you go in that house? And then punch me for it, for pointing it out.
The punch was not for your comment. Then Doran's just gonna walk around like on the other side of Corvus and be like, done. Just very done.
Alright.
Griff is going to wonder to himself what the actual fuck happened between the two of these that would cause this sort of rift, I guess you could call it, and he is going to walk to the window. He's not going to stick his head through the window. He's not going to jump through the window because he probably wouldn't fit, but I would like to roll perception and see if I can hear anything inside the house, movement-wise.
Okay.
Didn't Criv hear the argument last night?
I think I heard shouting is what we
Yeah, I don't
established,
think there's
but
details.
no, I was downstairs petting the cats, so I really didn't care.
Valid.
11. That's a +0, so just 11.
Looking in, you can tell that it looks like a living room. You can't really hear a whole lot in there.
Like any noise at all?
Pretty quiet.
Okay. Where is the door located on this house? Can I get a rough idea? Like, we've seen the house. I don't think I have to roll a perception check to see what the house looks like. I'm not blind.
You have to perceive the house.
So we've established there's a window with yellow curtains. Like, what is the general... If I'm looking at house, this is also good
You are situated at the front of the house. It is roughly facing the street that you were on. It's back several houses from the street. The open window, the front door, and a closed window are all on the same wall. I'm not sure what you're looking for specifically. I mean, like, it's a house.
I want to know what the house looks like. The house is
got-
different. You say it's a quaint house.
Cute. Okay. So, it's got nice white siding and a red shingled roof.
Is it upkept, or is it like, has someone been taking care of it?
Oh yeah,
Has it
it's
been-
fairly nicely upkept.
Okay.
The gutters probably need to be cleaned. The
that's
front
nice.
door is also yellow. It matches. They're fairly cheery.
Which Chris does not notice.
There's a little garden out front that looks like it probably needs to be weeded, but because it's spring, there's not a whole ton of weeds growing in it yet.
So besides yellow, like what color does he see? Because people who are like red, green, colorblind, they see like them just as the same shade. Like they can't differentiate.
Well,
So,
Chris would see yellow more as like a dull, like a beige or like a white-ish.
So like almost like some form of a brownish natural tone.
And like it
color.
depends on the tone of the yellow, but it would be more of like a beige or a brown that would blend in. It wouldn't be as like yellow
Okay.
is a very standout color, and you wouldn't be able to tell.
What would y'all like to do?
Corvus is going to wait on the porch. She knows there is a most likely spider in there, but she's not going to go directly in. But she will go in if the others need her to. Like if there ends up being danger, she will go in.
Griff is gonna do his usual. Don't check and see if the door is unlocked, but roll strength to try to bring it down because Wuther.
Can Rune stop him and try to just open the door first?
Kind of like a tap on the shoulder. As Chris gearing up.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is the door unlocked?
No, it is locked.
Okay, then Rune's gonna stand aside and be like, be my guest.
Leek tapped Kriv on the shoulder.
While he's gearing up, getting ready to kick it in, and he kind of just, while still rolling up his sleeves, if he has
Does he have sleeves?
Does Griff have sleeves?
That's up to you.
He's kind of stretching, we'll say that, and he turns to Lee and says,
What?
If you would like, I can try to pick the lock. That's the thing I can do.
Kriv kind of gets thinking. You can see that the gears are trying to turn in his head, and he's kind of like processing, but he's a little bit slow, and he just kind of mutters a little.
Okay, I guess.
Okay, I'm going to try to pick the lock.
Alrighty, roll it.
Oh,
It's a D20.
it's an expertise. So my proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check I make with my chosen proficiency,
Sick.
which is Thieves' Tools, and acrobatics is one of those. So
Nice.
I don't know if that gets extra and it wasn't
Not in
counted.
this
or-
case.
Flip and then try to pick a lock.
No, I don't mean for. I didn't think it was relevant. So Thieves' Tools is one of them, which would be lockpicking, right? 17.
Alrighty.
I rolled a 10.
Ooh, crouching in front of the door, you go, and then click. The door swings open freely.
Okay. See, now imagine if something attacks us. We can leave the house and shut it behind us.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Better than having no door.
Thanks.
Alright, let's go.
Kriv is going to walk in first and roll for perception to check his surroundings for spiders and or potential enemies.
Alrighty, it opens into a small foyer, which then opens into a dining room kitchen sort of thing. You can kind of see through the door. There's a table, and you can kind of make out figures.
Yeah, I would like to roll perception to do the things that I... Because, like, that's if you walk into a room, that's what you're going to see. So I would like to perceive more to see if there's, like, something moving or alive or spiders or people or anything.
Can Rune follow after him and also roll?
Yes.
And that was a 12. And that's with wisdom, so that would be 0 for me. Perception's under wisdom. Okay, cool. So just an even 12.
I got a 10.
So you're able to see into the kitchen dining area somewhat. You can tell that there are two figures seated at a table. There doesn't seem to be a lot of movement. You can't hear a whole lot. There's a real gentle sound of them moving. Not a whole lot else you can discern from that.
How large are these figures? Is it, like,
Shorter than human.
shorter than human? Okay.
Do the figures notice us?
No.
Okay.
At the very least, they don't seem to.
Doran would like to ready a fireball.
Okay.
Are we
And
establishing
walk
the
in
door
after
and
them.
walk? Okay, yeah, okay.
He's
That was what I was
he's
waiting
gonna
for.
walk out and he's just gonna like have a fireball ready.
With the
Corvus is
fireball,
going to kind of take the lead from, or like, follow Doran's lead. Because obviously, since they're both spellcasters, like, she kind of sees him getting ready for something, because you don't just cast fireball for fun.
And Crib is also going to pull out his two-handed warhammer just to have in case, you know.
So what she is going
he's
to
going
do
to
is
follow
she
them
is
in.
going to ready. She's going to kind of be ready to cast poison spray. Which do you want me to explain that now or later?
Later.
And then Caleb.
he is going to follow them in, but edge away from Doran, because fire and feathers.
Alrighty. You are all ready.
We're not
the foyer.
roasting birds.
It's your fault for being a bird man.
I can fly. Can you fly?
Eventually, yes.
Can I roll, how open of a, like, house is this? Could I sneak up on these people, potentially?
You can definitely try.
Okay, cool. Would that be under Dex?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna roll for stealth to
You feel very sneaky.
approach. Are they facing towards us or away from us?
They're both profile to you.
Sideways.
Sideways.
Yeah, yeah. I know, I knew what that meant. It took me a second. I will roll then. Oh, no. I got a nat 1 with a +2, so a 3, which means this giant ass dragon is just.
Sneaking to the best of your ability.
He looks like
doesn't-
your cartoon character trying to sneak, but he sounds like an elephant falling down a staircase.
But
You feel very
he doesn't know that he isn't sneaky though.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He
He has
thinks he's
no
very
idea.
sneaky.
I think, like, it's just describing for the listeners.
The rest of the party is just like cringing as he's like, I'm so sneaky, you guys.
Did the people notice?
Oh god.
I would hope so. Otherwise, you're probably dead or unconscious.
No, neither of them notice.
Oh my god.
Oh, well then they're probably
At the
dead
very
or
least, they don't
unconscious.
seem to react. Walking into the dining room, you can see that they're seated at a table. They've got bowls in front of them. They're mindlessly pushing around some cold soup, staring kind of blankly at each other. When they eventually notice you come in, they sort of turn slowly to you. Oh. Hello. They are two dwarven men, full beards, casual wear.
Hi, my name is Rune. We're looking for a spider. Have you seen one?
How did you get in our house?
You invited me in, don't you remember?
Crib is going to interject and say,
The door was unlocked.
Oh dear, did you leave the door unlocked? Response, oh. I don't remember, perhaps. So thank you for letting us know.
Link wants to see if they're under some sort of a spell or something. So, like, what do I roll?
You could use Arcana. You could use Investigation. Arcana, if you're looking for a spell, probably would be your best bet.
Investigation
And
would be
they-
better.
do they
Can
have to
I
roll
investigate what's wrong with them? Not specifically looking for a spell, but just to see. Because the fact that they didn't notice my obviously stomping party member
would that be a
is
medicine check?
odd.
Medicine check, I guess. And I would also like to... Are there any visible weapons on them?
Not that you see, they don't
Okay.
look
Right.
prepared. They're in
So-
their house clothes.
So would that be investigation or medicine? Because I'm trying to see what's wrong with them, not just like...
It would be up to you.
I'm gonna do medicine.
Corvus steps into the doorway.
Okay.
She doesn't go all the way in the house, but she's there. She witnesses, like, this weird stuff going on, and she notices, like, the way the dwarves
The two
are,
dwarves.
are acting kind of odd, because obviously 5 people just kind of walked into their house, and they're like,
How did you
dear
get
me, my.
here?
I got a
Man, drugs are a
6.
hell of a drug.
But
Are the stairs like in front of the front door? Like, can you
they're...
get to the stairs without going past the dwarves?
You'd have to go past the dwarves.
but I'm gonna roll Arcana to see if there is any type of magic, and like active magic in the house itself, but more aimed at them.
Can I
Okay.
roll investigation?
We're all rolling everything.
Well, everybody's kind of figured something's up, so...
It's like, this might be a little weird.
I got 13 plus 8. 5. So
16.
18.
Okay, that was a 16, an 18. Who else is rolling for something?
I got a 6.
Okay.
I got a 6 for
Medicine?
checking medicine.
You're not positive what's wrong with them. They're not normal. You got that.
But, like, medically, they're not normal. Like, there's something.
There's something wrong, you can't tell what.
Okay, so I'm going to tell my party, because
Doran-
communication.
Doran is just going to walk straight past everyone and up the stairs.
Party
Not looking, not looking, not looking.
There's a spider up there.
What do you think this fireball's for?
Busts past the two dwarves, doesn't care if he knocks him over and moves anything out of the way, and grabs Doran by the shirt,
Die.
hold him towards his face, and say,
Don't touch Wuther. If you touch Wuther, I touch you.
Oh dear, he
Just
looks
kinda
like he's in a hurry.
thunk him down on the ground. Not gently in the slightest, but not like slamming you into the ground.
Doran is going to externally look very dazed and just kind of be like, okay, and wander towards the stairs again, and internally he's thinking that that is the hottest thing that has ever happened to him in his life.
Do you still have the fireball?
And the fireball's like kind of like fizzling, like it's like kind of like, am I supposed to be here? Am I not? And eventually he just like shakes it off and he's like, that's fine.
Kriv is going to follow Doran up the stairs at a close enough distance that he can grab him at any point if he tries to do anything to any spiders that may or may not be upstairs.
You know that's not going to help Doran's being completely out of it.
I'm aware of this, but I need to protect Wuther because I need to have Waffles reunited with him. That's my only priority in this campaign.
How bothered is Doran? Like
Hot
hot
bothered,
bothered?
or like bothered, like
what's the
That's
situation?
The way you
He's
said that.
struggling.
Who was rolling what?
I was rolling investigation. I got a 16.
Okay.
Magic. Arcana.
Arcana, you got a...
18, I
Sylvia?
believe.
I got 16.
Okay. Were you the only two who rolled something?
I feel like you got an 8.
You got an 18.
Doran
you
just
had a
walked
+2.
up the stairs and got grabbed.
That was not a roll. Okay.
That's all that he did.
I actually did not add my modifier to it. Or if I did, I looked at the wrong thing. So I rolled a nat 16, and I have +5 because Arcana falls under intelligence.
Nice.
So I have a 21.
And I think Caleb rolled for
Okay,
medicine.
check, which was a 6, which...
Yeah, I already got an answer for that one.
and I told the group that there's
Yes.
something medically wrong with them.
What were you investigating specifically?
What's wrong with the people?
Okay, with a 16, you can tell that they pretty much what you suspect. They're lethargic, they're confused, they're not positive what's going on. If you tell them things, they just kind of believe it. They don't look like they've been injured, that you can see, and the soup's obviously like real cold. They've been pushing it around for a bit. It's half eaten.
Does it like smell
dusty.
like it's
It's not bad.
Bad,
It's
or-
just real cold, like solidly room temperature,
like been that
Like
way for
sitting out-
multiple hours at least?
probably
For hours or like a day?
hours, probably.
Okay.
What kind of soup?
Chicken noodle. You rolled Arcana and got a 21. You can't tell that there's magic. You certainly don't sense any in the house or affecting the two dwarves.
Do I know what magic is affecting the dwarves, or do I just...
To your knowledge, there's not any.
Oh, so... But no magic, or...
Nope, not that you can tell.
I got 21.
You did.
I was staring God in the I show up to heaven with a D20 in my hand, and I got 21.
I need answers right
Okay.
now. D20, tell me.
So, you got your questions answered. Kriv and Doran were headed upstairs. Everyone else was downstairs. The people downstairs, do you want to do anything while you're there before we go upstairs?
I'm gonna follow them upstairs.
Corvus is very reluctantly going to follow them upstairs.
Leek is going to stay downstairs and keep an eye on the dwarven men.
Heading upstairs, it leads to a small landing. It's got 3 doors on it, 2 of which are partially open. One you can kind of tell is a bathroom. The other looks like a bedroom, from what you can tell through the cracked door.
I would like to go to the closed door and try to open it.
Alrighty. It is unlocked. What would you like to do?
Open it and go inside.
Alrighty. It is a bedroom. It looks like a master bedroom. It's got a single large bed. There's clothes kind of strewn about. Looking for anything in particular?
A spider.
You don't see one.
Kriv is also going to walk in and look under the bed. He's not gonna like swoop under the bed, but he's gonna like kind of gently lean down and look under the bed to see if he can find Wuther.
There are several boxes, some books that look like they've been pushed under there, clothes that got pushed under there. You don't see any creatures.
Kriv is going to kind of call out in as soft and gentle of a voice that a 7-2 Dragonborn can.
Wuther, are you in here, buddy? Waffles sent us to find you.
You said that real quiet, like only in this room quiet?
I mean,
No.
you could probably hear,
metagaming.
like if you
I am
were
the
downstairs
DM.
and you had loud neighbors and they were having a conversation, like you could hear murmuring, but not like you could distinctly make out words. Like he's
Okay.
not going to be able to be that quiet.
No response.
Rune's gonna join in yelling out, Wuther! Are you around?
Do you want to go try the
Roll
other room?
perception.
Both of us,
Yeah, you two, because you're listening for spider sounds.
whatever that qualifies as.
7.
He's talking like this.
I got a 5.
Sharp
Am I also
ears.
listening?
Are you paying attention?
Are you?
In game, yes.
Okay, roll perception.
Is Corvus upstairs? Corvus followed us upstairs,
Mhm.
correct? Okay.
The only one downstairs is Leek.
Yeah, Corvus is at the very back of the party of the people that walked upstairs, though.
Speaking of, Leek is listening upstairs for noises, like to see, because he wants to be able to kind of tell what's going on, but isn't like, he's also making sure that everything's secure downstairs. Like doesn't want to let an ambush happen or something.
Mm-hmm.
I got 13.
Okay.
And Corvus still, there's no physical fest.
Manifestation.
Yes, thank you. Of poison spray, really, but it's a cantrip anyways, and she kind of has it still ready.
Okay.
Spray that poison.
Yes. So,
And I had an 18,
yes.
so
Kriv, you are able to hear light skittering sounds
from where?
across the hall. The door that was open but not a bathroom.
Kriv is going to not inform the party because we have certain individuals who fucking hate spiders and would like to kill them, and he's just gonna shuffle by him and go over to the room. He's going to gently push the door open as best as he can, which might be in the lines of Grand Theft Auto where it's just whoop. But he's going to push open the door and see what's in the room.
Alrighty, stand by.
Rune's gonna follow him.
The room is furnished in a way that you'd probably describe as almost cute, but like in a grandmotherly kind of way. It's got little embroidered throw cushions. It's got quilts over the chairs and on the beds. There's a spider that's slightly bigger than a dog. Just in the middle of the floor.
Grandmotherly decorations.
Yeah, there's like
That's how
a
my
cute
grandma
little embroidery
decorates.
on the wall.
Doran is like going to follow Kriv into the room, see the spider, do this thing where you're like, really like you shriek and you immediately clap your hand over your mouth, like the shriek and then the clap, the hand over the mouth.
Like,
At once. Yeah.
That kind of-
just like that. And he's just gonna like back all the way down the stairs and out the front door.
And
Good riddance.
I would like to roll with
Just
+4
gone.
for proficiency in animal handling, and in, again, the most gentle voice, a 7-2 Dragonborn who doesn't know what volume is, say something along the lines of,
Wuther, we're your friends. We came from Waffle. We're here to help you.
and I'd like to roll for that.
Alrighty.
Would that be...
So you must befriend all spiders.
Yes! If their name is Waffles, then I will do literally anything you want. Like, cute names? Oh, sell my soul for you. It's a 13 with +4, which would be a 17.
He definitely seems calmed down. You know Waffles?
Yes, we came from Waffle's house to find you.
Oh, good. I was worried about Waffles.
Waffles is okay. We made sure he was safe.
In very rough English, explain to Wuther what basically happened to us and how we found Waffles, and that we had been looking for him, and that we were trying to get him and Waffles back together.
Did we ever establish if they want to get back together?
Yes!
Like,
Because we established that they got kidnapped from their home and
but
separated from their
Waffles
papa.
said he was worried, or
He was
said they were worried
his
about.
brother, because he
about-
cares about them. Do you not love and care about your
Also,
brother?
it
I only
was
love and
never
care about one of my
established that they
brothers.
had gender.
I feel like last time Waffles said that there's some kind of man that brought them there.
Are you asking Wuther?
No, I'm asking
Yes.
the general party if y'all remember that, and that Wuther might
I
know
wasn't
more
there.
about the man.
Yeah.
So probably
Yeah.
that's what we should ask
Yeah.
Wuther.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
'cause
I was
Waffles
getting
said-
to that.
Okay.
I just was waiting for Wuther to process information and take his time. He
Yeah,
doesn't know who
because-
we are. We're strangers, and I am a polite,
Gross.
big ass dragonborn who doesn't know how to be polite.
You're gross.
Yes.
You're nice to a spider. Fuck off. But, yes. Waffles is the one we talked to originally, yes.
Yes.
Waffles did tell us that man told him stay, that man gave him jobs. So, yeah, there is definitely a man involved.
Kriv is going to continue the conversation with this dog-sized spider because no boundaries. Race doesn't matter. And
Spider is not a race.
oh, species, whatever. But I was going to say something along the lines of,
Do you know anything about the scary man that brought you here?
I don't know much about the Spindle Thief, but I know
That's a good name.
more than Waffles, probably.
Can you tell Red what you know?
The Spindle Thief came to the mountains where the Spindlewites were and grabbed Mama first. And when we came to help, he grabbed us, put us all together in sacks and then in cart, and took a long trip, days and days, and very little sleeping. But when sleeping, man had dark dreams. Scary, often dreams.
Kriv is going to ask,
What did man look like?
Difficult to see, not many good looks. Hard to tell humanoids apart. But human, male, adult, maybe smaller than average, definitely smaller than Red. And dark eyes, dark hair, light skin.
What kind of dreams do you have?
Ooh, not so much pictures as feelings, but Wuther is concerned that he may hurt other people with Spindlewites somehow. Not totally clear. Dreams of dark spaces.
Rune is here, I'm assuming. Is the rest of the party within earshot of this?
I'm
Are they-
not.
I'm in the hallway.
I am outside.
There's-
Because I saw a dog-sized spider.
There's
Cor-
no way I'd be able to
Corvus
hear.
is in the hallway.
You might be hear them talking.
I wouldn't be able to
Rune is
hear
there.
what,
Words, no.
especially what Wuther's saying, because they're like, I'm talking like this.
The
'cause
spiders
I
have somewhat
little
whispery voices.
spidery voice, and it's so
Voices,
tiny,
they're
and I
low.
can't even actually talk that high.
Oh, I'm Caleb. I have a boy voice.
Kriv is going to ask Rune to tell the other people in the party what happened, but tell them not to hurt Wuther, and that he's going to stay and make sure Wuther stays okay.
Wait, what happened?
Are you talking to me, or...?
Yeah.
Are you gonna ditch the party to take care of a spider? No, I'm standing here while Rune tells them, because I don't know if they're gonna come in with poison or a fireball.
I see what
or...
you're saying.
Yeah, no, I just have them inform the party, because Rune's been here the whole time. Rune's heard
Yeah.
everything.
Well, Corvus has also probably heard something. Like, the
Yeah,
door's
standing in the
still
hall.
open, and
If
the
Corvus
door's...
is in the hallway, Corvus has probably gotten the gist of it. Doran is outside of the house.
Corvus...
Outside the house?
No,
Is-
Doran's all the way outside of the house.
Yeah.
Corvus
like,
also still has
Just
poison ready.
so gone.
Did Lee end up following up the stairs?
No, he
I was gonna
is
say, I figured he was still downstairs. So yeah, Kriv is just
making
going to
sure that nothing.
request that Rune informs them, but also
'Cause-
say something along the lines of,
Griff, stay here to make sure no one else hurt Wuther.
Okay. So Rune, I guess, goes and tells the rest of the party. Are you staying here? Like, staying?
Did Rune do this after she knocked away?
Yes. No, she walked away and came back.
Griff, go with you guys to make sure you're safe too. But make sure Wuther will be safe first.
Okay.
because even though he's a dumbass, big fat dragon who is very slow, he still likes caring about people. He takes a while to trust, but he still is immediately attached to people.
Cool.
So, rest of the party, I'm assuming, now knows about Spider and things that are happening, and should be a significant...
So, I'm trying to think, what are y'all generally thinking of doing next? Because there's a couple ways this could go.
It's a good question.
I want to kill the dwarves.
You can! They're unarmed and drugged.
Corvus very
I want to
much-
rob the dwarves then. I won't kill them because that'd be rude.
Corvus very much is
feel like that'd
willing
be
to
unethical.
go along with just about anything the party wants to. She doesn't want to talk to the spider, mess with the spider. It's not coming with them.
Can we get any idea from Wuther where the man went? Does he know?
Or where
is he
Mama
very-
is? Because Mama would probably know even more than...
Would be an epic
Kriv,
Yeah.
kill the
While
dwarves.
Rune is informing the rest of the party, Kriv is continuing to converse with Wuther and would like to know what happened to the man, if Wuther will be safe, priorities.
Oh yeah, his
and
alignment's
also
chaotic
if
good.
they
I
know
can't
where
kill
Mama or
unarmed
any other
people.
spindle whites are.
Yeah. No.
She says that she doesn't know where the other spindle
Oops.
whites are or where Mama is specifically. She's basically certain that the spindle thief, is with Mama somewhere in the city. Like they're not super far, but they're outside of the standard range.
Okay, cool. Well,
She also warned you to, be careful of the man at fairs because she's worried that there's like a fair involved.
Like a
interesting.
carnival?
Yeah.
Kriv is going to make sure Wuther will be safe.
Okay.
Be okay, and then go down and
As long as
inform the
nobody
party of
sleeps with him,
any
we don't
other
have to worry about
additional
affairs.
information- Any other additional information that he learns, and also inform the party that there is potentially a bigger danger than just the spindle whites being affected, and ask if they would like to help him find Mama and the bad man so that the spindle whites can be safe, but everybody in the city can also be safe.
Sounds like a plan. Are you guys okay with that, everyone?
What was the
We'll
plan?
take care of talking to spiders for
Wait, where is
Corvus
everybody?
and Dwarves.
I'm
all
downstairs.
together.
Kitchen.
We have come downstairs.
Oh.
I'm assuming we all kind of congregated back in the house.
By
And
the
if
dwarves.
Doran has to stand in the
Alright,
doorway because
It's a
of
party.
the
If
spider, then yeah.
Everyone's in the kitchen, then Leek is going to be poking around the house trying to find things to steal.
The party's literally trying to talk to you.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
this is
you're
like...
like, hey, let's
Yes.
see what they
Yeah,
have.
this has
value.
been like the third time.
We can,
where
but we
like,
can talk it while he's stealing things.
Rune
Okay.
would also like to look for things to steal, especially rocks.
Y'all are
Okay,
bastards.
Man,
roll
we're ending on a great
investigation,
note here.
both of you. First of all, to like discern more about the dwarves and
Does
steal their
Dor-
things.
Do we know of like any upcoming fairs or festivals?
You suspect that there's a standard one in fall. There's like a harvest festival. There's probably one in the spring.
Well, because they mentioned that like
Yeah, you don't know of any specific ones. Like there's
Okay.
generally they occur every so often.
okay.
I got a 7.
I got an 8.
Can Kriv roll for
Wait,
history
what am I rolling?
to see if he can remember when he was a little bitty dragon boy? If he went to any festivals with his grandfather, because
That'd be
his
a
grandfather.
character thing.
Criv.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be history to like kind of think of fairs?
History is like
No.
general.
Like you,
like-
if you've been
Like
to a
general
fair,
like it would be like a history of it, like, oh, this is a holiday, and they generally have like this kind of celebration at this time.
oh, if you're thinking of any specific ones because you
Yeah.
lived in the city, have you always been in Waterburn? And then you just like became a urchin.
I'm just saying no. I'm just saying his
Yeah, so-
grandfather would travel with him. That was what I was going to go with. Was like, oh,
Okay.
there's this big festival or fair or something. So that was more the
okay.
history of like, hey, this is a holiday. We're going to go to this city because they have stuff for this, or they have a fair or something. That
Okay.
was more. Yeah, that was why it was a history roll and not.
For the finding out more about dwarves via their house, I got a nat 20 plus 5.
Only
Wow.
one paying attention. You're not even trying to steal anything. Okay. So first of all, Caleb and Ash, people trying to steal things. You,
I'm
like,
not trying to steal things. Leek is trying to steal things.
Caleb
your
is trying to
characters
steal
are
things.
trying to steal things. You can't tell a whole lot about these people from their house. You do poke around in their items quite a bit,
I
but
don't want to know things about them. I want to see if they have anything that's worth stealing.
Me too.
you are able to discern. Yeah, they've got some valuables. They've got.
I would like to steal their valuable things. Preferably without my whole party noticing, but I don't really care if my party notices.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
you're
should I roll sleight of hand?
It'd be stealth to sneak from your party as opposed to sleight of hand because you're not
Okay,
taking something
I mean-
from them.
It doesn't. Yeah, but sleight of hand isn't necessarily taking something from somebody that you know.
You're not even
It's-
in the same room most of the time.
So while we're conversing,
Um,
we just kind of shimmy shambles out of the.
Yeah, essentially. What'd you get?
13.
Okay, you're fairly sneaky. I would assume that anyone who's trying to pay attention to you would have to contest, but I don't think anyone is.
Well,
Okay,
I was trying to
I'm
learn about the dwarves.
Corvus.
I'm stealing things. What am I?
Over to you.
What have I stolen?
Caleb, you steal.
I'm not stealing things. I am a
They
good human.
steals some silver coins that they've got stashed in their dresser upstairs, a diploma, and
What value is the diploma?
I'm getting a good job
Sentimental.
now.
I don't want to steal a diploma.
You get a steady, like, middle class job now because you you stole a diploma.
there's few really simple pieces of jewelry. Downstairs, Rune gets some
Rocks. Rocks?
Sure.
Rocks?
Yeah. They've got.
They're dwarves. They like
Yeah,
crystals.
they actually do have a crystals display. It looks like it's set up on like an altar kind of thing.
You
And
stole it, you asshole.
Hell yes.
How
How
are
many
they
rocks
asshole?
and what do they look like?
They got some silver coins and they got some crystals that are on a display.
you went upstairs.
What is this?
Just
I-
arbitrarily
I-
decided that you did, because I'm God. There is a pink crystal, a blue crystal, and a white crystal.
They're trans crystals.
They are in 3 different sizes, ranging from about 6 to 8 inches to more like 10 inches.
How much are they worth?
Several good handfuls of silver, equivalent to what Leek
So
acquired
what
conveniently.
Hell yes.
so you said eventually, like after we've acquired enough wealth,
Mhm.
our level is going to go up.
Yes,
So how do you want us to do this?
I'm arbitrarily keeping track of it.
Okay, never mind. I'm not
New
writing
favorite
down
word,
what I have.
arbitrary.
I've
I
noticed.
noticed.
Good
The power of the DM has gone straight to my head. Oh, your history thing. So, Kriv, did you roll something?
14. 14 for history check to think of any picture books with any festivals you might have thought of. Like, you have those little, like, preschool, like, they teach you the holidays, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And kind of just thinking if he can remember any things he went to with his grandfather. Because he was real little, but maybe.
So, there is a midwinter festival, a harvest festival, a bloom or flower festival that are just kind of standard. And some places have a midsummer festival, not all of them though. The town of Waterburn, specific festivals that you can think of are going to be the Shipwrights Festival. It's in late spring, mid to
Ooh.
late spring.
Kriv is going to communicate this with the party members who are not currently robbing these poison/drug dwarves.
Look, I saw crystals and I did what I had to do.
You had to.
I did.
I'm upstairs stealing things still.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm gonna go downstairs again because I've already stolen things, and there isn't apparently anything else left for me to steal for some reason.
The reason
I didn't
being
generate
three.
items for you to steal. I'll keep that in mind
I was going to
next
say,
time.
keep that in mind.
I-
Because we have
that's-
a party that is going to want to know attraction and things to steal, and nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Driving the story for it? Nah, fuck that shit. We need to go fuck somebody and steal their shit afterwards.
Yeah.
And I got 25. So
You-
tell me about the dwarves.
Okay.
God, tell me about these people.
So, with your investigation roll on the Dwarves Dean, you can tell that they are a low-level diplomat who works in the upper city. They are from Marindel, the city to the north, and that they represent travelers' rights.
I almost asked how Dean's character knew that much about them, but then I remembered it was a 25. So, you know,
I spoke to
you,
God.
you look at them, you see through their soul, and you...
You actually read some of the diplomas on the wall.
Oh, okay, you know, common sense, again, it'll get you further than a degree.
I stole a diploma.
You did. You might be a diplomat of travelers' rights now. Who's
Oh.
to know?
Hell yeah!
You're not. That's not
Congrats.
what that does.
If
Or
so,
I
I
could
could just
sell the
steal someone's
diploma.
doctorate, put my own name on it, and now
I
I'm a
mean,
doctorate of
if you're-
astrophysics.
If your charisma is high enough, like, you can just charm somebody into, like, oh yeah, you're
Or I
totally
can
this...
sell the diploma in the underworld.
The underworld.
The underworld.
The underworld.
Just
You mean the
somebody
black
else...
Not that. Yeah.
Somebody else in the black market can use their charisma
Demons.
to...
No, I want to sell it
My
to
steady
demons.
job. Gotta get that salary income.
Can I not sell it to demons?
You can sell it to demons.
Underworld.
There we go.
Oh, well, maybe.
Did you mean the
Demons
black
wanna be
market?
a Diplomatic.
No,
What you
no.
fucking call it?
Yeah, the diplomats for travelers' rights.
Well, demons might be advocating for travelers' rights to go straight the fuck to hell. So, you know, you never know.
Don't really think they need to advocate for that.
Okay, what would y'all like to do?
I would
Okay.
assume party cohesion that we all talked about going and looking for this guy, and I'm not gonna say it's Kriv. because I don't
Sounds
know.
like a
Kriv
plan.
would mention
See-
something about there being festivals, and maybe it'd be a good idea to go somewhere that
long-
would talk about festivals. And I'm gonna assume that maybe somebody who has an IQ higher than 50 would say something about maybe we go try to find like a bulletin board or like go to a town hall and
I'd-
see if there are any announcements or anything. I'm just assuming this. I'm hoping our party cohesion is okay. Who knows? Maybe somebody's off flying away or trying to kill the freaking spiders.
As
Who
long
knows?
as
But
Doran knows
technically-
that it's like a danger to the entire city at
Yes.
this point from dreams, he's gonna be in because he doesn't like sleeping. Why would he want there to be more dreams?
Wait a second. So he wouldn't have had the same dream as everybody else.
Oh, he did. He just
I thought he
I
didn't
didn't
sleep.
sleep
They had
otherwise.
the same dream if he didn't.
he
slept a
slept
bit.
like
Like
3
30
hours.
minutes.
3 hours if you're being
Hey, sounds like
extremely
me.
generous. I know it sounds like you.
Do you want to, like, leave the dwarves with parting words? You're just like, hi, it was very nice to visit you. Bye.
Hi, they stole
Crib's
something
going to
from
say
you.
something
They don't know.
along the lines of protect Wuther. He knows there's something kind of wrong with him, but he doesn't really know how to fix it. And they look pretty okay. I mean, they're eating soup. He's really stupid.
Are they eating the soup?
They look like they're conscious. They're not just an unconscious man that we left the other spider with. So, Crib is going to leave some parting words with Wuther.
Oh, shoot, I forgot to mention there's an unconscious lady upstairs.
Oh, did we forget that part?
You're the spider. There's an old dwarf upstairs. She's unconscious as well. She's on the bed.
Cool.
Can I roll to see if she's in the same medical condition as the last guy?
Yeah, you can. What? Sorry, that was my bad. Sorry, there's a lot going on.
That's so important, though. Like,
You were really looking for the spider.
14.
Yeah, she's in the same medically induced sleep, I guess, that the other guy is.
Cool. Well, we're gonna leave some parting words with Wuther to take care of himself and to hide from any bad guys, and that Crib will come back, or as he calls himself in front of the spiders, Red, because that's what they call him anyway, and tell him to take care of himself, and they will come back to save him and get him back with Waffles and Mama, and tell the dwarves who are in this almost drunken stupor state that don't go upstairs, eat your soup, and we will be back. And lock your door this time. And ignore the fact that we unlocked his door. He's not going to mention anything about picking the lock. He's smart enough not to do that.
The two dwarves seem confused still by your presence and that you're here and talking to them, but they nod agreeably. Yes, oh, thank you. It was very nice getting to see you. Again?
aw.
And Crib
I know
is
I
going
feel
to
bad
kind
about
of,
suggesting killing them.
like a
But we
sheepdog, just kind of try to her towards... I guess, is there a center to this town? Have we really explored? Do we know that there's a town center or like a town hall?
So,
what do we know about the town?
not much given your previous history rolls on it.
Yeah.
No, I mean
live in
just-
town.
Yeah, you do live in the town.
Crib is going to talk to Corvus. Crib is going to talk to Corvus and say something along the lines of,
Hey, can you take us somewhere? Well, they'll tell us where there are any fairs.
Actually, overall, can I roll, like, I don't know, intelligence or something?
It would be history to understand things about the town.
Alright.
I would hope
Let
you
me-
know something.
Yeah.
14 plus 5, that is...
19.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, math.
I'm not
You
that
can tell. Okay, so
I thought it was fairly
Corvus now
lawful.
has lots of new information about the town.
Hell yeah.
It's a city, but
Would
still.
Corvus like to share that information with Crib, who directly asked about the town to Corvus?
Yeah, so she tells the group, and specifically to Crib, well, honey, the smaller things are normally just a little bit up past my house at River Run Park, but if it's going to be a big festival, something most of the town would probably go to, it'd probably be over at Rapid Maze.
Crib is just gonna kind of acknowledge this information and just kind of look at the party and say something like, we gotta go to this festival, but with a rough, gravelly dragon voice that is a pain in the ass for me to do.
Alright. Just as your party is
As long as my
preparing
wings don't
to
break.
leave, you have left the dwarves in their confused stupor and have decided to look into upcoming festivals somewhere. You hear a much closer than probably comfortable explosion just down the street.
Oh, lovely.
Yay.
And we'll cut it there.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Gays and Goblins. If you liked what you heard, we will be uploading new episodes every week on Wednesdays. In addition, you can check us out on social media where we post updates about the podcast as well as official art and character information. Our Linktree has all of our social media handles and can be found at linktr.ee/gays_n_goblins. If you would like to donate to our Patreon, we would really appreciate that, as making a podcast is not cheap, and in exchange you can get cool rewards like having an NPC named after you or getting awesome behind the scenes content. Until next time, have a gay day.